detective thrill me.
Thanks for joining us. We finally got around to it after Ray brought it up. We're always going to, Jared. I mean, we've been down this road. We've laughed heartily at this film previously. But we're going to do an entire commentary of 1989's Tango Cash, which I cannot wait for, honestly, because it is one of the weirdest fucking action movies ever, I think. But before we get to that, let's run through what we've been watching. Jared, how was your slate since we last recorded?
Pretty lean.
Lean?
Really? Pretty
That
lean.
That is not a word in your vocabulary.
Yeah, well,
when it comes to this stuff.
It's pretty lean this time around. So I think I mentioned last time I was trying to work my way through some John Woo.
You were?
Stuff. So I watched A Better Tomorrow, which was pretty cool. It's a classic sort of, brothers, one's a cop, one's a crook sort of scenario. Chow Yun-fat is a supporting actor and he's really good.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say that's one to check out from his catalogue. There was also 2 sequels, which I have watched the second one. Not as good, but still all right. Still all right. Didn't seem to have as much of the Woo sort of action. He is credited as the director, I believe. Well, he did direct it, but I think there was a situation where him and Swee Hark had a bit of a falling out on that one, so he kind of got some of the editing portion taken away from him a little, and he's, as far as I know, possibly kind of has mentioned, not disowned it, but has distanced a little bit from it.
Yep.
And then Swee Hark directed the third one, so that's the one I've got to watch. Still looking to watch that one.
Mm-hmm.
I checked out Weapons.
Oh, yes.
I liked it a lot. Yeah, it's weird, but I liked it. I liked it a lot. Definitely had some really effective stuff going on. There's parts of it where you can kind of see a little bit of an influence from other movies. Like I saw a few sequences reminded me heavily of It, and I believe that Zach Crager has kind of was trying to avoid that, but there were certain sequences involving a particular character where I was just like, as soon as I saw it, even just fleeting kind of, a couple of seconds here and there, I was like, well, that reminds me of this. But yeah, I quite liked it. I quite liked it. I delved into I took a sort of a sidestep into some Bruceploitation again.
Okay.
So I watched The Dragon Lives Again, which is probably one of the most notorious ones. That's the one where he goes to hell with Popeye and fights James Bond.
What the fuck?
What are you laughing at?
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, all of these ones are just a scenario. I mean, this was I don't know if focused is the word, but at least this one kind of stayed on track of focused. At least this one kind of stayed on the track of, oh, well, he's in hell and he's going to fight a few people, blah, blah, blah. It's always just a way to set up somebody into a Bruce Lee style fight scene.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one had obviously, some random ones. I don't know what James Bond was doing.
What was Popeye doing down there?
Because Popeye was doing there either. But James Bond was one of the bad guys. So there was a lot happening.
Yeah.
I then watched Enter Three Dragons. Again, what are you laughing at?
Not good?
Not good.
Is that,
who pops up in a lot of it?
Is this sort of the end of the Bruceploitation period?
This is where it started. This is where it was pushing into the 80s and things were just getting a little bit crazy. Bolo Yeung appears in, and they actually said this in the doco, that if you watch all the Bruceploitation movies, Bolo Yeung probably appeared in more than any other actor, because he just pops up for a fight here and there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was not a great one. Look, the fights and things in most of them are all pretty entertaining, and that's what you're there for. But they're all held together by chicken wire and chewing gum plots.
It's paper mache.
None more so than the clones of Bruce Lee.
The clones of Bruce Lee.
Which also featured 3 Bruce Lees. I can't remember which ones. I think it was Dragon Lee, Bruce Lee, and Bruce Liang. I feel like you're mocking me out of it.
I don't know how you got that.
But this one was, I mean, the thing about this one was they put together this plot to start with, and then it's just like they send off the three clones of Bruce Lee into different situations that are then kind of just, oh, well, it's just a random, it could have been from any old action movie with a Bruce Lee.
Just an assortment of punch-ups.
Yeah, and just try to hang it together with this kind of threadbare explanation. The worst part for me was there's one where two clones of Bruce Lee are hanging out with this guy who seems to be like their contact or something, but he's dressed like Bruce Lee. He's got like the big glasses and stuff, and I was like, is this all three clones or is this... I'm getting confused here. And then, you know, we roll into one where there's a portion where one of the clones is becoming... He's infiltrating the evil plot by becoming an action movie star, as you do.
Yes.
But here we go, cracking into the theme from The Warriors. Like, I'm just... There's a punch-on happening and then you just hear the... I'm like, that's The Warriors. They also brought out Gonna Fly Now at some point.
Jared. Well, they are shitting on the grave of a dead man fucking consistently, so we may as well just take whatever we like.
Exactly.
Who gives a shit?
I mean, why do I expect these guys to have any morals about what they're pitching from?
I mean, they took footage from Bruce Lee's funeral.
Yeah. That was Game of Death 2, wasn't it? The keeping in line with that thinking, that the funniest part of the whole, it wasn't supposed to be funny, but it was very much in line with that, was the one where he's in hell. He's got all these ladies after him.
Mm-hmm.
He stops to fucking sit there and go, oh, jeez, I treated my wife poorly, talking about his real life wife. And kind of, he sort of gives this sort of on-screen apology. An actor portraying Bruce Lee kind of gives this on-screen apology to, what was her name? Shannon? No, that's his daughter, sorry. I can't remember his wife's name, but he gives this on-screen apology, and I'm like, you guys have no fucking no scruples, do you? Jesus, come on.
Your scruples are in your fucking ass if you're pulling that out.
When he's palling around with Popeye, that's not the place to be doing this sort of shit.
Jared, when you say Bruce Lee's in hell and then he's giving an apology to his wife from hell, I think that's where we fucking hit the wall.
Yeah, so that was not not great material. There's always an interest level with him, and usually the fight scenes are pretty good. And it's funny to compare the guys that are imitating him, because some of them do a pretty good job. Others are just like, you've got a passing resemblance, and that's it. That's about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing else. And then the last one, which will be a nice segue because I know you saw it too, was The Naked Gun.
Oh, The Naked Gun. The Naked Gun. What was your take?
I really enjoyed it. Look, it's not top tier stuff, but I was pretty consistently chuckling the whole way. There was 2 to 3 sequences that were absolutely hysterical.
Yeah.
But all in all, it was okay, and Neeson was a really good fit.
Yes. It hit the mark of what I was expecting.
Yep.
Right. So I went in with exactly the right expectations on it, and it fulfilled those for me.
Yeah.
There were moments where, things weren't, jokes weren't hitting.
Yep.
But so were the other movies like that, right? Apart from the original, which hits a lot, like it hits the mark a lot.
Yeah.
The other 2 sequels have their moments and were probably in a similar vein.
Yep.
So essentially, I saw it as like another one of the sequels, and I had a good time with it.
Yeah.
I had a good time with it.
Yep.
And look, the sequence of him with his body cam, that's fucking
hysterical,
absolute gold. Like that sits nicely with the best of the franchise.
Him grumbling to himself and fucking chastising himself for what a disgusting person he is one of the funniest things I've seen. And Neeson that was the peak of Frank Drebin. Liam Neeson, Frank Drebin, right there.
Yeah, some of that was fucking gold. It was fucking funny. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I took it for what it was, and I got my money's worth on it.
Yeah.
I spent most of my time revisiting the Friday the 13th franchise, because obviously we've got an up-and-coming episode happening, Jared, that's going to be looking at the franchise.
I'll be joining you on that one.
Yes. I went deep dive. I went chapter of the Crystal Lake Memories doco, all the extras on the disc, and then the film.
It's a good deep dive.
Yeah, good deep dive. I'm 6 deep. 6 6 is the best film for me.
Ooh, so we've had a change.
Because I love 4, and I always said 4 was the one that I always gravitate towards, and it was my number 1.
Yes.
But I've switched because I think 6 goes in a different direction, but I think successfully navigates it. And it's self-referential before Scream was ever thought of.
Mm.
You know, I mean, they're talking to the camera. They're fucking like all sorts of interesting shit was going on, and I would love to have seen it be a real hit.
Yeah. I love CJ Graham as Jason too, and I think he gets lost amongst some of the
other
favourite Jasons
players.
kind of things.
4's a different film. It's scary. Like Jason, for the only time in the series, is Jason really scary in 4 because he's kept in the darkness a lot. He's brutal. There's something about the way it's played. But 6 is just, there's a lot of fun to be had with 6. And I think that you get your best protagonists in 6.
Yeah.
Like, I think the Tommy-Megan pairing is really, really solid and is the best of the entire franchise, I would have said.
Yep.
I think that works nicely. So I certainly smashed my way through those. Part 5, sleazy. Holy shit, is it sleazy.
And we've had
fucking hell.
Lengthy discussions about what sort of help these people are actually getting.
I know, it's fucked. And 5 is an absolute fucking shit show. And to listen to Frank Mancuso sort of, in my opinion, in the doco, he is fucking stepping around saying Danny Steinman was a fucking scumbag, basically.
Yeah.
He's being diplomatic about it. And he does make a comment that I never saw anything bad when I was there. And I'm like, but you're the fucking producer, Frank. He wasn't going to do that around you. He was going to do it in front of everyone else.
Of course. Look, Frank was on some business lunches. There may or may not have been some lines getting around.
Frank was exec producer, Jared. He wasn't there.
Yeah.
Okay? So...
not often.
5 is just, there's something really ugly about 5 that I don't like. Because it doesn't have much plot either. Like, not much is happening. But we've been down this road. We've talked about these movies a million times. Other than that, I watched American Manhunt, Osama bin Laden, which is a 3-episode doco on Netflix that covers from 9/11 to his fucking death, which is like a 10-year span.
Yeah.
And it's all about how they started gathering the intelligence that found him when they realised, well, this might be him. You know, we need to put a team together to get him. It was good. It was good. Really, really well researched and played out. So it's worth a look. I think they've got another one on the Boston Marathon bombers as well. I watched a 6-part series also on Netflix with Eric Bana in it called Untamed, which was good. Set in Yosemite Valley. It was really good. I actually like Eric Bana as an actor.
Yeah.
He's underrated. He's underrated. So I enjoyed him. And the last one for me is, I watched this because I'd read the book. It came on Friday night. Yeah, the Thursday Murder Club, which I'd read the book previously. Look, the movie was all right. The book is much, much better. And the cast was excellent, though. Like they Helen Mirren, Pierce Brosnan, Ben Kingsley. You had David Tennant in there. Like, really, really, really solid cast. And, you know, I feel like they hit the characters exactly as I would have sort of predicted that they would have been, you know, if you were casting it as a movie. So I think they did a really good job there. But she's a bit sluggish too. Directed by Chris Columbus. She's a bit slow.
Right.
Although I did get a bit of a surprise when Amblin Entertainment came up at the head of it, which I haven't seen for a long time.
There you go.
Yeah.
I actually had one more that I think is briefly worth the mention that I forgot about. I watched the first episode of Peacemaker.
Oh, yeah. How's that?
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah. Pretty good.
I've heard good things.
Season 2, yep. We had a brief discussion about some things that might be popping up in the Toxic Crusader movie, Adam. There was quite a bit of it in Peacemaker episode 1. There was a sequence where we get back to the Peacemaker's house, and for whatever reason, there's fucking nude people everywhere. There's sequences of blokes just dancing in front of the camera. I was like, shit, I wasn't expecting this.
No.
No.
Took you by surprise?
It took me by surprise, but all in all, quite funny. They kind of replace it in the DC, the new sort of continuity. Because obviously it was like a bit of a crossover. There was a portion towards the end of season 1's Peacemaker that sort of placed it within some of Zack Snyder's things.
Yeah.
And they kind of recontextualised that to place it elsewhere.
Okay.
In what we've seen in the new Superman movie. And there is also quite an amusing sequence where he goes to interview for the Justice Gang, including Nathan Fillion and Sean Gunn as Maxwell Lord. And it's one of those sequences where, like, they're in a little booth with a microphone and they keep switching between, microphones on, microphones off, but you can hear everything.
Yeah.
And they don't realise, which is quite worthwhile. Nathan Fillion again, looking like
usual ridiculousness.
Yeah, looking like he would be. I'm hoping he has a bit. Looks like Lanterns is going to be a serious show, but I hope there's a place for Nathan Fillion to sneak in there somewhere. But yeah, he fit nicely in where Peacemaker kind of sits. So yeah, looking pretty good so far. I think John Cena is. I really enjoy him in that role because he's kind of. It gives him a place to. He's kind of heroic in some aspects, but he's a really juvenile kind of tosser.
Yeah.
Like, it's a pretty funny role for him.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
You'll obviously continue.
I'll continue with that for sure, yeah. Quite enjoying it.
All right. Here we go. Let's get it ready now. I'm just going to apologise to everyone straight away. I've been crook for the last couple of weeks. So if I start fucking coughing midway through, I can't stop this thing. Right?
You're just going to have to accept it.
Honestly, it's probably better than what's coming out of the fucking screen.
Just do it in a Cockney accent and no one will notice.
Yeah, I'm ill, fucking governor. But what we're probably going to do is we're probably going to dig into some of the trivia here as well, because there's a lot of shit that went on with this movie. Like, outrageously.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It's a very wild ride. It's a wild film, Jared.
Yes. All right, we're ready for this?
We're ready for this. Here we go.
Let's do it.
Here we go. 1989, Tango Cash. We open on the Warner Brothers logo, people.
Best part of the movie.
Best part of the movie. Nah, you know what? I'm going to say that the opening's all right. Not that bit. we open with the dulcet tones of Sylvester Stallone going, okay, let's do it. That's shit. But this bit's all right, Jared. It's they're on the freeway
in pursuit
of a large truck.
Sylvester looking
kind of, as I always said, Jared, when I watched this movie, this is a relaxed Stallone performance.
Almost dapper.
Yeah, dapper. He's dapper. He tries to overtake this truck here. The chin is behind the wheel.
Yes, Zadar.
Robert Zadar.
His name is his face in the movie?
I don't know. He was Maniac Cop.
Just so calm under pressure.
Yeah. Don't worry, I got this covered. Tell everyone else to piss off.
Tell the chopper to get out of here. No need.
I believe now, and I don't want to be, don't quote me on this, but I believe this was in a Jackie Chan movie. This same thing where he kind of stands, he parks the car on the middle of the road, waits for the truck to come, gets his gun out, shoots.
Police Story?
Yeah, he kind of does like a game of chicken with them.
Yeah.
Which seems ridiculous. I mean, you would drive straight through the guy, wouldn't you? I mean, you would.
Of course. Unless it's Robert Zadar, because the bullet's just fucking bouncing off his chin.
Yeah.
Not working on him.
I prefer when the Zadar turns up later, Jared.
Yes.
When he's in prison.
Yeah.
That's more my speed.
Zadar is kind of spot on for these sort of roles because he
Oh,
just
of course.
looks so. He does look like an intimidating individual.
He is, yeah. Now, why does no one wear fucking seatbelts? Because those two have gone fucking clean through the windows.
I think that was. See, Jackie Chan didn't. I don't believe he put a stupid line on the end of it in Police Story, but
he
so it was better there.
He didn't say better. Like jewelry. He didn't say shit like that. Yeah, he didn't. Correct.
Jackie knew better. Jackie wasn't pushing his directors around when they said, "Jackie, cut that shit out." Jackie didn't say, "Okay, you're fine." He said, "No, you're right."
Yeah,
you're probably right.
Jackie said, "I can't pull that off." He's like, "I'm not doing that."
This bloke looks like William H. Macy on steroids.
Steroids, Macy.
Including he's injected a few into his mustache as well.
Yeah. He's got a fucking nice mo. He's a...
Steroids Macy. Royce Macy is...
he's actually a... He's Juliette Lewis's father, isn't he?
Right.
I think.
Possibly.
He's a Lewis.
Yep.
Yeah. I do like this bit. And this guy going off fucking low rent Val Kilmer going off. You're out of your neighborhood, big city boy. Oh, with your badge, your weapon, your ass. Who the fuck do you think you are? Brilliant.
Of course, a bit of self-referential.
He thinks he's Rambo. Yeah, I like that. I do like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he knew better. He knows better.
Oh, look. I know there's a fake panel, but still...
It's snowing. Like the movie already, you take the line about... The stupid line when people drop out of that, the stupid line about it snowing, the movie's fucking 25% better already.
Yeah. Anyone want to get
Royce
high?
Macy's loving it. He's like, look, this guy's just the best, isn't he?
And then along, who just so happens to be being held up, and the guy who put the he said it again to us.
This bit makes me Cash, Tango Cash.
Jack Palance. He's fucking brilliant in this.
Oh man.
He was still desperate to be in a scene with Stallone. That's the trivia.
Yeah, he was
That's the trivia, let us know.
He was chomping at the bit to do his 3 scenes with Sylvester that eventually got cut.
Sylvester he saw him on set and said, no, cut those, mate. Fuck.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
See, look, this is
Here's
like...
Game Cash.
This is like Cobra, but worse, isn't it? Like about in terms of where he's living.
Oh, no. No. Game Cash. Look, I mean, he's actually eating something normal.
Well, yeah, he eats with a knife and fork. He's not snipping slices of pizza in half.
If I was going to say this, I think that Kurt Russell has the best mullet of the 1980s.
Consistency.
Russell's
like the Tim Duncan of mullets.
Yeah.
He did it for a long time. He did it at a high level for a long
Look at
time.
this bullshit, though. Fucking the front page of the paper says Ray Tango fucking gets 500 million in drugs, and then on the bottom end, Cash gets 200.
Yeah. Look, Adam, I haven't come across a time yet where we've had like celebrity cops.
I have never seen a police officer's name mentioned in relation to a bus.
Maybe that's where we live. I don't know if it happens in America that you got celeb cops, but it's
Now, old mate. Now, sorry, we got ahead of ourselves.
Look at the gun. Fuck.
Kurt Russell. A bloke busted through his mirror. And shot him, and of course he had a bulletproof vest on.
Pretty good scheme, but you know.
But where was he? Was he behind the door?
He was behind the mirror, which was on a door, I think.
That doesn't make a lot of sense.
Adam, hold that thought. It's going to come around again. We're going to circle back to that. We're going to circle back so many times. We're going to be fucking dizzy by the end of the movie.
Oh, fucking hell. Look at this. It shows that Game Cash is a great bloke because he saves a homeless lady and destroys her entire fucking...
Yeah. It took me all day to collect those cans.
Yes, and look, this bit's all right. Like, there's some, there's some nice action
Yeah,
stuff
this is
here.
fine. This is fine. And
Although, why is there two people having a root in the fucking...
well, it's tough to find.
I don't know. When I get amorous, I go to a fucking dark car park to get laid.
That's right, of course. I love how the bloke's glasses are wonky.
Thank you, John Peters.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I like this bit here, like they're kind of driving side by side in a car park. I think it's in an underground car park. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
And look,
The only thing I question when
dislike
these things
Kurt
happen
Russell.
is like when these things go on for a while, I think to myself, how big's the car park? We've been in it for a while.
Yeah. I mean,
That is cool. The
Yeah.
lights kind of busting down. Like that's exciting stuff. That's perfectly fine action movie work. From
Is it
from
junk?
the era.
is this junk?
It's action junk. Yeah, it's action junk work, but it's kind of like it's a high level action junk.
Yeah. I like Kurt Russell.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's something very inherently likable about Russell.
Yes.
And his character does some fucking shocking stuff in this movie, but he's likable. What is that gigantic thing on top of that gun?
Isn't that his sights?
Yeah.
Which, it's ludicrous.
Now we're at because this is kind of like Tango is like Beverly Hills Cop. Like he's kind of like, in the clean, cool station like in Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
And Cash is Axel Foley.
Yeah.
From Detroit, right from the shit. And this is our first ever seeing of Terry Hatcher.
Mm.
This is the first time we ever saw Terry Hatcher? Yes, I think it was.
They actually do look like you could buy them as
Brother and
related.
sister. Well, I'm not going to lie, mate. He's overdoing it.
Of course.
Well,
You're overstepping your mark.
Yeah.
She's a grown woman.
Yeah,
Sylvester.
she's a great woman. She's going on a dance tour. It's not a vacation, fuckstick.
Yeah.
But this is how Sylvester treats his daughter.
Of course, exactly. It's too close to home, Adam.
Yeah.
This is familiar.
He was very uncomfortable doing this scene.
Very.
No, sorry, at that stage, you didn't have any kids.
No, that's right. I mean, imagine if someone instead had made a joke about how Terry Hatcher was pregnant and how he would have acted.
Oh, fuck.
Having seen him fucking blow his
He would
stack.
have been gone off like a fucking absolute lunatic about it.
Yeah. What are we talking about, Sylvester?
Stockbrokers on line 3, Remember he's into good old American action? He's fucking mega rich, but he's into fucking shooting people?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, Sylvester's... Look, the one thing I will say about this is Sylvester's more, he's having a bit of fun. He's looser.
He's trying to.
He's trying to be loose, but he is
Some
looser.
of those lines early on are just...
They're terrible.
They're rubbish. But yes, as it goes along, there's a little bit... I mean, how could you take it seriously at certain points here?
Give me a new vest, mate. I mean, I know, lackeys. Because I'm Gabe Cash.
Yeah.
You know what? That whole fucking sequence in The Other Guys with The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, that's who these guys are. Sam Jackson turns to him and goes, "Who the fuck are you? If I want to talk, I'll stick my hand up your ass." And they do that whole sequence where it's like, we don't do paperwork. But this is what these guys are about.
Even the boss. I mean, Tango's got Royd's Macy, whereas Cash has got this shabby looking bloke who looks like he's ready to call
He
it
looks
a
like
day.
Hans Molman. Fucking Detective Hans Molman.
Excuse me.
Fuck, you're not
No,
even
I'm not.
Gronk.
It's coughing, dude. Yeah.
No, this bit sucks.
Yeah.
Where he questions him in the toilet and makes a number of racist jokes at his expense and
Yes.
that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the good old 80s where 80s cult movies where coerced confessions were just par for the course.
No, it was before we started
I do
realising.
like that, where the bloke walks in and just is like, fuck this, I'm not involved in it.
Yeah.
Just walks out.
But you know what I mean? Like, this is before we started realising that, we couldn't go around coerced confessions out of people because, you know what? Innocent people went to jail. Admittedly, this guy's not innocent. So.
No, of course. And what would 80s action movies be without this sort of shit?
Correct.
Like, how many of them would be 10 minutes shorter?
Yeah. And look, Stallone's gone for the 3-piece.
Yeah, of course.
I wore a 3-piece the other day.
Man of class. You wore a 3-piece and then you're acting like Liam Neeson. Oh, I'm going to ruin another suit.
Yeah, well, obviously I had a couple of bad days beforehand. So, yes, wearing a 3-piece perhaps was not the best work. But, yeah, Sylvester pulls off the 3-piece. I think...
Not like Jack Palance does.
This is fuck. Where are they? You know, they're compound.
Yes.
They're compound.
It's like a fucking...
Seems to be some sort of drug running
like a fucking Bond
Look at the number of fucking people.
Yeah. It's honestly like a James Bond fucking villain set up in a...
There is guns everywhere.
Brion James. Why are we watching footage of Cash and
Tango punching people and grabbing fucking... Here we go, Gabriel Cash. How many millions? How many?
Give it to us, Brian. Give it to us.
You know what? Brian's a suitably menacing dude.
He is. He's
big. He's intimidating. I don't know about the fucking ponytail, but he looks the part. And then he speaks and it undoes the whole thing for me.
Yep.
I think in the trivia somewhere, Jared, doesn't it say he based his accent on someone he met or some shit like that? I'm like, who'd you meet?
If he based it, I mean, obviously that person he met wasn't English.
Yeah. Not according to normal fucking English people, I know that much. Quicker, easier. Thank you, fucking Jack. Quick and easy is how you clean the shitter.
Not mine. Takes a while, actually.
Mine's quick and easy. It's more like never.
Yeah.
I don't bother.
Palance is just off the planet in this movie. It's so funny.
He's over the top.
Yeah,
look,
he's part of the reason it becomes funny.
Look, one of the things is I'll cut Jack a little bit of slack because I mean there were 4 different blokes telling him what to do.
Yeah,
Jared.
Yeah, he would have been fine had it not been some of the weirdness in like that the dialogue and stuff there. Like, if things were played a little straighter, a little normaler, he would have been perfectly fine.
But I think the movie is so out there that Palance had to be over the top. I mean, the fucking heroes are over the top.
Yeah.
So I think he does go for what I would have said. I mean, most actors probably would have aimed somewhere in this vicinity if they'd have been smart.
Mm.
But also,
who told him to do this?
Oh, I think Konchalovsky.
You put it out there,
and then Stalonanovsky came on later on.
We've started calling him Sylvester Stonchalovsky. Just decided to insert himself and Stonchalovsky came along and started saying, "Oh, this is how you do it."
Well, I think
Like, we're going to get you a
Konchalovsky,
couple of mace.
I think Konchalovsky
a couple of rats.
would have started all this, and then it would have got, in the editing process, it probably got fucking changed up.
So
I do like
we're
the
led
idea
to
of how...
believe that Jack Palance has had a rat maze built in that table purely to make that point about Tango Cash
Here's the point I'm trying to
taking
make.
his money.
These guys,
that's a long way to go
we
for a
need
villain.
to trap them,
Yeah.
Jared.
That's where it becomes kind of Bond-like.
Yes. And I think that's kind of what they're going for. Is
There's
that right?
definitely there's definitely hints of that. Like they go so far into kind of super cop territory that it's almost Bond-like.
Yeah. But
I mean, well, Cash is carrying around fucking contraptions like that. We had everything but Q coming and telling him, "Oh, this is something else we've put together for you." Like,
the thing about these guys is it's kind of like, it's one of those movies where the good guys are too fucking awesome.
Hmm.
And again, I'm not against that per se, but I think the late 80s we were getting this and it wasn't successful, Jared, because we've gone actually away from that a little bit.
I posed a question to you where I kind of said, "Is this the start of Sylvester, really enjoying the stink of his own shit, and leading to what we get in modern day Sylvester with films like Armour, where he's cashing $3 million checks to do bugger all?
10 minutes of shit, because it was shit.
Yeah,
I would say yes. This is where Stallone's ego and his ability to make changes and affect the outcome of how a film was made was at its peak.
which he'd done before, but this one it just seems like it's just so
Jared,
out there.
He'd done it successfully before.
Correct.
So in his mind, he's like, well, I did this to
I can
First
do whatever.
Blood. I did this to one of the Rockies,
Yep.
and it worked.
And so when he tosses out an idea and someone goes, he goes, "You're fired."
But you know what though, Jared? He'd also done it very unsuccessfully with Cobra.
Yeah, true.
So,
but
you'd
Cobra
think
made money, didn't it? Made a decent
reasonable
amount of money.
money.
Well, I guess it was because it was. Here we go. Look at the chemistry.
This is all right though. The chemistry's there. The banter is there. It's not great banter, but
So this is where I guess that the celebrity cop stuff actually does work. Is
Yes.
that they're kind of this macho sort of tussling for who's better.
Yeah.
Which obviously is what
And
the
these
fucking
two-
script is built around.
these two work together.
Yeah.
They work well together.
They do.
They do have a general chemistry with each other. They're both likable in these roles. Sylvester less so. Like, I'm more of a Kurt Russell always has this type of role, could do this shit in his sleep.
Russell can do this playful, fun-loving sort of.
Yeah, anytime you
Well,
want.
I don't know, fun-loving might not be the term for Game Cash,
Yeah,
but the roguish sort of.
borderline psychopath.
Yeah, exactly.
Game Cash.
Yeah, which is pretty fun in the right sort of context.
Oh, yeah. If he hasn't had a skin full of piss, he's all right.
Yeah. The roguish part works for
Russell?
but it's one of those things that Stallone can't seem to come to grips with. Is that unfair?
Okay, so sorry. Let's get back to the film.
Remember Stallone
The
getting
two
upset
boys
that
have been set up.
Yeah. Remember Stallone getting upset that Arnie could do comedy and he couldn't? Like, it's kind of it's in that territory.
I mean, it's questionable that Arnie could do comedy as well.
Bullshit.
I don't know about you, Jared.
Bullshit.
But
It's not a tour, mate. It's just
I don't
champagne
look
comedy.
at Arnie and think to myself, gee, this guy's got comic time.
No, but you know what I mean. He could get a laugh with his kind of with his nonsense, whereas Stallone would try it and it just doesn't work.
No. This is the thing. Okay, they've been set up. Just to let everyone know, They follow Brion James, both of them, to this fucking dodgy warehouse. There's a dead guy there. There's some cash and coke and shit on the table, which half the crew had been using prior to the...
Yeah, that was the writer's room. They've just busted into the writer's room. What are you guys doing in here? We don't know. Spitballing.
Yeah, we're looking for a third or a fourth guy to tell us what the fuck to do because the last one got fired.
Yeah. We were tossing some ideas around and then we fucking came out of our haze and realised Stonchlonsky had fucking canned one of us, and so now we're sort of back to the drawing board.
So the setup, I kind of don't mind. I don't mind the fact that they get set up.
Yeah.
And that it's all run by Palance, right?
Yes.
So that's perfectly fine. Tango Cash arrested for murder. And fucking Roy's Macy is forcing his way through the crowd there. Oh, shit. And look, getting them there and everything like that, yeah, it's a little bit far-fetched, but I like that. Putting them in prison and everything.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Getting them in prison, yeah, that's a decent idea. Like getting them into prison to run through some of their bullshit and have the people that they've put away, like, yeah, cool.
And where they're using they've used their voices and everything like that.
Look at Hans Molman. He's just like, fuck.
Molman.
My day was already up my fucking ass and now I got this to
He
deal
looks
with.
like he does in that scene in The Simpsons where he gets hit in the balls with the fucking football. Which Homer thinks is the greatest fucking short film he's ever seen.
Yeah. So good.
I love it. Tango Cash claim setup. Plead not guilty.
Yeah. I mean, listen, their story sounds quite likely. It sounds like it could have happened. A great actor just being tossed into a...
Tossed in there, yeah.
All
For some
right.
shit. Oh,
See, look,
fellas.
Russell can pull a bit of that shit off and make it sound all right. As soon as Sylvester opens his mouth, it's like, nah, it's fucked. He's stamped all over
Oh,
it.
look, I don't mind this bit here,
tried
though,
all
where he
over it.
talks about, I'll bring the fucking chainsaw. I'll bring the beer.
Yeah.
Sylvester, like, I tell you what, Sylvester's got to be, he's got to be the straight man.
Yes.
And unfortunately, he couldn't let that happen here. Like, he seems to have let that.
I like that this guy rolls in. He's like, yeah, he's assaulted me. Everything he's saying is true.
Oh, no, fellas. Oh, come on. And I don't mind this. They package this quickly
Yeah.
and effectively.
I mean, it could have been more effective if some of the shit that they were saying to each other was funnier.
Yes. And also, there's a picture on the front page of one of the papers of Cash where he seems to be shirtless, which I don't know.
Bit of modelling on the side.
I don't know if that's what I'm going for when I'm up on murder charges. I'll give him my fucking modelling portfolio pictures.
Yeah.
Perfect. No, I like this. I think all of this works well. You package this up. You package their setup, their court case, and their jailing in about 15 minutes, which is actually good.
I like that Sylvester calls him a glory hound and a hot dog. Mate, weren't you the dildo that pulled a fucking car in front of a rampaging truck to shoot out the windscreen? Like, if that's not hot dog, and I don't know what is.
That's definitely hot dog. Who do you think set us up?
Oh, fuck. I don't know. Maybe the
So
bloke
did
that kept
you think these
rolling
guys-
past the drug bust in a limo going,
Yeah, grumbling about the fact that someone stole his money.
You reckon it might have been
I
him?
got a rate
Maybe.
tango. I think it might have been him, but it may not. You know what? Fuck, let's not worry about it. You know what? It seems that these guys don't know who Perret is.
No, they don't. So they haven't cracked it.
So
the fucking hot dogs haven't cracked who's running the show.
So these two fucking butt cakes have been busting cocaine for months.
Yeah.
And have no idea who it's coming
Well, these
back
two idiots just do the bus and fucking, they clap their
They
hands together and say, job done. Job done.
They
Where's it coming from? Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should we stop the actual supplier, not the dealers?
Nah, don't worry about that. That doesn't get you on the front page.
No one's interested
busting
in
a case for 18 months doesn't get you on the front
And by
page
the
every
way,
couple of weeks.
You'd need fucking a team of officers and they'd all get credit and I won't allow that shit.
It's all the other people that were trying to do the legwork before these two would fucking kick a door down and go, poof, we're here, and start fucking firing away.
Yeah. We should change their plea. No, because you're not a fucking lawyer. You don't punch
Exactly.
the bench when you feel like it. That's that's my primitive understanding of this sort of stuff.
Yes. All fair accusations.
Doing a tough job. Look, this is more Sylvester. This kind of forthright, perhaps over serious.
Yes. Sylvester can't not give himself a moment to fucking,
A moment of levity. It's not fucking.
So would you call it levity?
It's not in his kit bag.
No.
This is more what I like though, when Russell adds a little extra to it.
Oh, I love that Russell's wearing jeans. Like that is a great way to kind of pair off. Yeah, 3-piece suit versus coat and jeans.
Yeah. I mean, he put on a tie for fuck's sake.
If he had patches on his elbows, even better.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that.
That works.
He just adds a little bit to it, but he lays it right out there, and that's Russell. That's why you got Russell here, mate.
Correct.
He adds the levity.
I thought you just said Sylvester was adding that.
No. He's forthright.
Sylvester's trying to add levity.
Yeah, and what's
there's a charge of man's laughter. Must have been quite the joke.
18 months and minute.
18 months.
18 months.
Supposedly what they've
Some
been accused
guy
of.
fucking murder. Some guy was murdered and you're giving him 18 months in the country club.
Yeah. Guilty. Tango and Cash. 18 months. Got off lightly, I'd say.
We don't have to be afraid anymore. Maybe you should take your fucking operations underground a bit and you wouldn't have had to jail these idiots.
Yeah. Look, obviously, you look at his office, and Perret's going about this with a bit of flair. Yet Tango and Cash haven't connected him to this whole operation just yet.
Well, there's a question I've got. Has anybody gone out to his compound
Doesn't look like
and
it.
asked questions? Why is there fucking 400 people with weapons? In like an airplane
There was
hangar.
a fucking army in there. Someone's connecting something.
Why is so Perret has managed to get them reassigned to like a hardcore maximum security prison.
I think he's working with Donald Sutherland in
Lockup.
Lockup.
Strangely enough, another Stallonovsky picture.
They're working on the same the paperwork, obviously the same sort of paper trail required, which is not much. Just get these guys and put them in the prison I want them in.
One thing that's missing from this one is a fucking God Almighty delousing.
Exactly.
Neither of these guys are deloused. So you fuckers lost these guys. Like,
We
you
lost them
don't
down
even know
near
where they
Victorville.
are. Here we are. This is the ultimate piece of like fucking manly sort of crap.
Yes.
You know, like this is crap.
Why are we tossing out? We're tossing out names of people we don't really know.
Yeah, we know nothing.
Perrette the whole time, just, you know, the mystery man in the shadows. Just doing everything low key, except his office, his army, his fucking compound, his truck.
I do like fucking, I must admit, I do have to laugh when Kurt gives us a light fucking, a little bit of Stallone himself when he says, I don't know yet. And fucking Russell replies with, you don't know shit.
Yeah.
I find that slightly amusing.
Champagne comedy by your reaction there.
It's not champagne. It's kind of like, I'd say it's fucking like, it's.
I mean, look at this place.
Look at the fucking joint. It looks like I'm gonna put brown sugar in your ass.
Oh shit! How much paper have these guys got to burn?
Remember, they get 3 bog rolls a month.
If they got 3 bog rolls a month, everybody has got a dirty ass at the moment. Because look at the joint. It looks like they're setting pamphlets on fire and all sorts of shit.
So they're fucking
yes, there's Zadar just ready to bust out of the fucking.
They're setting their fucking stick bags on fire and throwing them out the fucking window.
Yeah.
That's how badly they
Don't
want to
throw that. Throw the bog roll.
Yeah.
Bog roll goes first.
Yeah.
See, this is where Sylvester thought he could do that sort of shit. It just doesn't work for him. It works for Russell. It works. Debatable according to you, but it works for Arnie, I would say.
Yeah, it works better for Arnie.
Yeah.
It works well for Russell because he's got that like wink, 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 nod sort of way about him. And I think that works.
Yes.
It always works for Kurt though.
Holy shit! It's like they're in a fucking medieval bloody dungeon here.
Have a look at the toilet.
And that crapper is not acceptable. Listen, I can take a bed without a mattress. I'll sleep on the floor if I have to, but that crapper is unacceptable.
Sharon, there are just simple human rights. And one of them is that crapper has got to be better than that.
Yeah. Obviously, we're taking the Eve Perrette approach of quick and clean is how you treat your toilet.
Yeah. Well,
when he stands up after having said that crapper is mine, I look at him and say, yeah, I don't want to use it after you by the look of it.
I say, listen, bro, I'll be crapping
Looks
in the
like
corner.
You're putting a fair bit of work through it. So I don't want it. I'll shit in a bucket.
How often are you perched on it? Because fuck me. And then obviously Stallone gets fucking put in a cell with Clint Howard, which seems. I think
Howard's out of his depth.
I think it would have been better putting Stallone with the big guy to humble the man a smidgen. You know, like you had to, like that's what I mean. You never see Sylvester in the situation.
Ray Tango's never had to face a dirty crapper in his life.
He's never had to fight off bomb rape either, which would have been fucking happening here.
No,
but it's classic Stallone. He's never being upstaged.
Yeah.
Anywhere. So he's in prison, but he's in prison with a bloke who's just got a fart gag, Jared. So I think you're pretty happy with this one.
It's always extra points of me.
Yeah, turn it up.
Classic. Always, just always It's like a cherry on top.
Yeah, yeah. It just adds a little something. see, Sylvester has already taken care of his situation.
Yeah.
Whereas...
And only would have been made better if Clint Howard had farted.
Yeah, that would have been better. Let's dance, Tango! Okay, so now they're dragged out of their cells in the middle of the night.
Excuse me. Willie Nelson just copped one right in the mush.
Yeah.
Willie's here just going, hey, I'm just trying to fucking play my guitar
I
over
was
here.
just looking for weed.
I'm a man of peace.
Exactly. Now, Willie couldn't be bothered going down for the beat-up either after that.
I like how that happens and the rest of them are just like, oh, well, fuck it.
And nobody comes to their aid.
Let's be clear. If someone's going down a laundry chute, usually it's a pretty fucking straight drop, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's getting hurt.
Yeah. This kind of would be all right, but it's not. I guess.
Yeah, it should be all right, but it's not.
It's stupid.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. You got all the pieces. And,
yeah.
You overcooked it.
Yeah. Well, this is John Peters sitting around a room engaging in filmmaking.
How much blame are we portioning
to John Peters? A lot.
A lot?
Yeah. Because from everything I've read, he's one of these macho types who had seemingly no real experience as a producer.
So Perret's made a mistake here, hasn't he? Because these two bozos have not connected him in any way to
so
any
why
of
are you
this.
coming in?
What are you coming in for? Leave it to Brion James. Yeah, that's right, Governor. It was me.
You're a pretty boy, aren't you? Fuck off.
How you like me to change it for
Holy
you?
Shit, stop.
Brion.
Stop it.
Oh, Brion. The man of many accents we've come to discover.
Many bad accents.
Many bad accents.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Eve. They don't know it's you,
They don't
mate.
even know who you are.
Stay in the car. I'll handle that. They've already seen me.
Oh, here he comes.
Fubar. It's a bad TV show starring our mate Arnold. That's what it is.
Which is why I don't believe he can do comedy, Jared.
Yeah, but at least he's showing up for more than a day.
You, of course, have not watched it.
No, I haven't.
You clearly.
I read a couple of reviews that tossed out a 1 out of 5, Adam. So, and after hearing you talk about it, I thought, I don't need this in my life right now.
Okay, the punch-on begins. 2 against 400.
That kick that Sylvester delivers is one of the great missed him by 2 feet.
Missed him by 2 feet. Yeah. And this is also one of these movies where everyone comes one at a time.
Yes. Again, like Nielsen in the Naked Gun, where he's got like a deli counter line with the numbers on it. Oh, shit.
Now, this is better. You got yourself a
baseball bat.
Baseball bat, which will give you a little bit of extra.
Did he just take that off someone?
Yes. But again, there's people everywhere.
They're coming from all over the joint. The whole prison's down there.
Yeah, the fact that it ends with them getting kind of overrun, that would have happened 2 seconds into it. And they would have got their shit beat out.
Of course. Absolutely.
These cocks would have been in the infirmary for fucking ever.
I love that you see, a couple of guys 3 to 5 rows back from where they are that is kind of throwing faux punches into the back of people in front.
What the fuck is happening here? What's going on? We're electrocuting people. We're
fucking Jigsaw set this one up, hasn't he?
Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Lads, place your bets.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, see, I like Brian.
I do like
Brian
Brian
as an
but
actor.
I can't help but laugh at
But I can't have that.
the accent.
Not that shit. This is where it gets out of hand. Like, although I must admit, I do like The Escape, which is coming up. I actually think The Escape is all right.
Hmm.
But all this just makes no sense. Like, you got Perrette down there for fucking how long?
I mean, I'm led to believe that you put
A couple of hours, Jared.
You put the electricity in the water there and you fucked. It's not just a little. It's not like doing Tough Mudder and hitting the. I mean, even a Tough Mudder. We copped one of them. I copped one in the calf that seized my leg up for about 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And one of our fellow mudders copped one at the top of their head and thought he blacked out for a second.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, I think.
And then it's got more voltage going through there.
I think if that's happening to you, you're dead.
You're dead, of course.
But I mean, I'm not Ray Tango or Gabriel Cash, so I've got less testosterone.
Oh,
in my
of
body.
course, that's right. I've got less
sorry,
I didn't factor that in. Actually,
I've got less testosterone in me and less testicles.
That's right. I'm a mere
fucking normal person.
I'm average person. I forgot about that.
With 1.5 working nads.
Yeah, the back end's working at 100%.
Oh yeah, like when I go to get the grease and oil with the doctor, he is quickly told my fucking back end is firing. Like, don't you worry about that.
Your engine's clean. That's fine.
I am as clean as a fucking whistle.
Everything else,
you know what I mean? Like, oh yeah. Everything else is fucked.
Yeah, engine's clean. Everything else, and I mean everything, is just fucked.
Yeah, everything else is fucked. Basically, and again, I like this. I do like this shit. I don't know why, but they decide they're going to make a break for it. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, how the fuck would you get out of a maximum security prison?
See, here's the thing I don't get. This guy's got enough clout to bust in and help them there.
Although,
whoever
Brion
he is,
James and Yves Perrette just quickly disappeared.
Yeah, that's right. He's like, I've got enough clout to bust in and save your life here and tell you about everything that's going on, and we start to work this out.
I haven't got enough clout to get you out.
I haven't got enough clout to get you out, so my advice is you need to escape. This is where we get a little bit out there.
Yeah.
We start to really push the limits of time.
And somehow he's connected to Cash, isn't he? He knows Cash?
Yeah.
So why the fuck wasn't he involved at the moment Cash got there?
I don't know.
It's like, I know this guy. I need to go and speak to him.
Yeah.
Like, fucking hell, let's wait till he's
map. I'll give you a map to the prison ventilation system. That's all I can do for you.
Beth, here's a fucking map.
Dear.
Honest to goodness.
So he's having their work detail reassigned, all this sort of shit, but I can't help you. Okay.
But you're the fucking deputy warden. You can help.
Yeah.
You can get them into, like, you know, segregation or fucking whatever it's called, you know, when you're on your own.
Yeah.
You can get them into that at the very least.
This whole stuff about Fubar too, like
Rubbish. I don't trust Sikowski. You know, I don't know why he doesn't trust Sikowski. Does that even really come into it? Sikowski, I think, gets killed. Is that right?
Yeah. I think. I can't remember. I could be wrong. This is the part of the movie that I always fucking
You
squished together
you
with
glossed
lock
over.
up. And I can't remember
You
which
glossed
one's
over
which.
it, didn't you? You
I
glossed,
glossed
over
over it. I glossed over it.
it. You couldn't give a fuck, could you?
Bloke in the door looks a bit like Louis Gossett. Is that
Yeah.
Louis Gossett the third? Louis Gossett the fourth? I don't know.
Is that Royd's Louis Gossett? 'Cause he looks pretty large too.
Well, he's been injecting into his mustache too. There's a few people in this movie that have been
His
roiding up their
mustache is
their
fucking
mustaches.
huge. So this is where, like, I think it's around this time of the film you start to realise you've got competing shit. Like, you can see that it's been directed by different people. Because you've got all sorts of different fucking styles and stuff coming into it.
Yeah.
As we go along here. But this is exciting, Jared.
Oh, you're excited.
This is the exciting bit.
Yeah, the less chat. Whenever they stop talking, the movie's all right.
Fucking hell, no, that's not the case. That's not 100%
Prove
the
me
case.
wrong. Let's do a silent cut and a talkie cut.
A silent
silent cut and a talkie cut and tell me which one's better.
What the fuck is happening? We're digging into into the tunnel system?
The ventilation system. We've got a ventilation system that's covered over with cement. What are we ventilating?
Yeah, exactly. Why don't we just why doesn't the guy from the deputy warden just fucking somehow get them into like a laundry truck and fucking get them out? Wouldn't that be easy?
Yeah, it would have been easier, but not as exciting, Adam.
Well, that's right. I mean, I'm fairly excited about what
You're
I'm
fairly
currently
excited. As
seeing.
soon as you see these massive blades kind of
Yeah, well,
whirring around, and the excitement's just lifting.
this is where we find what's he deceased.
Deceased.
Yeah, he's I think we find him here. Sikowski.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucked.
Oh, and they're onto them. So he's got to backtrack. Oh, Zadar's involved. They let him out for
Of course. Yeah, he's running a unit of cops chasing down
He's
Cash.
on hunting duty for the
Fucking
night.
hell.
It's just bullshit. Bullshit.
Just a modicum of, just one person in the writer's room to say, no, we can't. I mean, we know the place is corrupt, but do we really need Zadar running a unit?
Jared, when you've got that much cocaine in your system from the writer's room, this is what happens. This is what comes of it.
Okay, who do I blame for that one?
The cocaine?
The cocaine?
Or the writers?
Konchalovsky, Stonchalovsky, Magnoli,
Magnoli,
Peters, who gets the blame?
Oh, look, I think Peters gets the blame for that. Because at the end of the day, all that shit's got to have been okayed by him.
Yes.
Correct?
Ah, of course. Stallone just
Yeah.
sorting it out.
Yeah, I mean, I like the fact that Stallone comes back to help him out, but you're just going backwards, aren't you? Where's the turn off?
I didn't think there was one.
See, this is the thing. There's no concept of how the fuck did you... I mean, you looked at a map.
Yeah.
Right, so did Cash know how to get out? So why was he going the opposite direction? Why the fuck was he going the other way then?
I don't know. I don't know.
None of that makes any sense. Fuck. Well, just as much sense as a guy kicking through through a fucking mirror that's hanging on the back of a door, but he seems to come actually through the mirror. Same sort of thing. Can't quite understand it. Yeah, this is all right, Jared. I feel the excitement in the air. I mean, I know you don't, clearly, but...
No, I'm excited, but stop talking. Like I said, just it's all exciting when they're kind of busting out of the joint. But
yeah, this is all right. We've got
what are you talking about?
We've got less kind of like fucking gags and shit and that sort of rubbish in any of this. I mean, someone's breaking an ankle there, surely. And I like the way we quickly set this up.
Yeah, look, this stuff's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, this is reasonably tense, reasonably exciting. Action junk. This fits right in action junk territory.
This would be nice. This would be nicely... If this is kind of where the movie ended, Jesus Christ, I don't know how far into it we are, but I think we'd be kind of pretty happy.
Yeah.
But things get, I think the second half is where we run into like much more of that banterish buddy sort of crap.
Yeah.
That doesn't work.
Yep. Yeah. He's saying we're going to fry, we're not the blah, blah, blah. So how does this relate to when you had your feet in water and we jammed a wire in there and you're still kicking pretty
totally
comfortably?
Different, Jared. Totally different.
Totally different. I'm not an electrician, Adam, but
no,
I'd have just thought...
Most electricians would have said, you'd be fucking dead.
Yeah, 9 out of 10 at least.
Exactly. And the guy that says you might survive...
Don't hire him.
he's not the guy to hire.
Yeah, he's the guy that says, you might survive, and then he goes to change the lights and goes, oh, fuck, sorry. I better just, wrong tools, sorry.
Yeah, he comes from fucking Acme.
Do you want to turn the fucking
power
turn that
off,
mate? No, don't worry about that. Fuck. It takes too long.
Yeah, we have to turn the fucking power off and do all that. Let's not bother. Let's just do this. Just make sure the light switch is turned off.
Of course. Face.
Stallone and Face.
He's still, he's just... Look, this is fucking silly as a wheel, but it's what did Kenny say? It's as fucking silly as a bum full of Smarties. It's what you expect in action films, right? It's a little bit of where did the prisoner get a kind of medieval tool to swing? And he's got a fucking grappling hook of some sort.
Well,
but that's fine. Like that's exactly. Oh, you think they're home free, but no. We've got this guy who's going to play his last card. Like that's fine. I don't mind that.
And is this actually in his foot?
I think it's wrapped around, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he didn't get the memo that you don't fuck around with electricity.
No, he also did not get the memo that he's just been given a quick jolting, mate.
Yeah, of course.
Clearly, the previous two, Tango Cash, were given just a light little fucking wake-up call.
Dose,
hey, what the hell, that got me.
Yeah, that woke me up.
Yeah, exactly. Wake me right up.
Here's Sylvester doing his best audition for the fucking Olympic gymnastics team.
Oh, Sylvester. And again, I mean, this is kind of cool. It's well shot. Yeah. Who wouldn't want to do a fucking flying fox like that?
That shot is kind of funny though, where you see the guard just kind of looking, and he's just looking in the opposite direction, whilst behind him you see this wire go. Stallone comes flying past it. Look, this is actually that last 5-10 minutes is probably my favourite sequence of the movie.
Is
to
it?
be honest? What's better?
Look. I actually think. I mean, fuck. I am. This is probably not going to go down well with a lot of people, but I actually think the best part of the film is them getting set up, the court stuff, just the way it's packaged. I think it's really well packaged. I think for the most part, it's engaging. And apart from a couple of dumb jokes in the courtroom, it's fairly straight, played fairly straight.
Yeah, that's and
fine.
I
think that works.
Well, you're entitled to an incorrect opinion occasionally, Adam. That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, correct. I am fucking way off. But as far as action goes, yes, the escape is the best action scene by far.
I do love this too, that we're doing fucking Back to the Future 2 style video calls with Perrette and his crew.
Don't insist. I also like that they zoom in on the bloke.
Yeah,
goes,
exactly.
I insist. And then once he goes, don't insist. And then the camera backs off a little bit.
Got someone doing camera work on the video call. We've got a director, Konchalovsky, after being canned from Tango Cash, has to take fucking business people's. I've just got to jump on a call. Would you mind directing it for me? Yeah. Okay, zoom in. The call's getting quite tense. Zoom.
He gets a fucking gig, working freelance for a fucking crime syndicate.
Yeah. See, here we go. This is the fucking Bond inspiration again.
This is ridiculous.
Everybody
knows these cunts were in jail. This is a police lockup.
Yeah, this is the point of no return. Like once you've hit this, all the other stuff that we thought is a little bit ridiculous, like fuck, we're done now. Like there's no going back.
Yeah, this is one of the problematic bits. Is, he is a convicted. What is he? Was it men's laughter? He's a convicted men's laughter.
Must have been quite the joke. I can't fucking stop laughing at that.
But yes, I know the police are all like, oh no, we're behind them and that. They got set up. But they wouldn't be like, this is, it probably should have been more organic. They were on the run, they were trying to get back, they were trying to take out Perrette, and they had to do it by themselves.
That whole room of contraptions, the guy with the big thing on the big magnifying glass thing, that screams John Peters.
Oh.
It fucking screams Peters, doesn't it?
Just like Kurt Russell in Drag. Screams
Johnny Peters. Fucking hell. Yeah.
I want to hear from Kurt about why he did that.
Yeah, definitely.
Because that was fucked. That's the stupidest bit in the movie.
Yeah.
By far.
Agreed. They paid me. And they paid well. Fuck.
Red hair.
It was the crippled Irishman.
No, it was the guy with red hair with a really bad English accent. Oh, that guy. I know the one. Yeah, I think he had, prior to being a criminal mastermind, he'd been doing dinner theatre.
I think I recall him screaming out, "Place your bets, lads," or something along that lines.
Yeah. No, he was selling watches on the street. Gets in the car, boom.
Yeah. Another case where that's a normal person bomb. It's not good enough. It's not a Tango bomb.
Yeah. You need to blow the entire fucking house up to get Tango.
Yep.
Like, and even then, there are no guarantees on that. Isn't that right?
Correct. What do you think an actor like this, that, what's his name? Michael Jeter, who was, as far as I know, was a cultured man.
Yes.
What do you think when he got this script? They said, this is your role.
Someone said there's a pay packet is twice as big as the last thing you did.
Fuck.
Easy.
Okay.
And he goes, yep, no worries. And do I have to debase myself by doing anything fucking stupid? They go, no, Michael, you don't.
They say no, and then on day one he turns up and he goes, "You lied. You lied to me.
You lied to me. I had to be in a room with Kurt Russell."
Ah, shit. I mean, shit. If you're gonna shake this guy down by blowing up his speaker, he's pretty easy. He's a pretty easy sell, isn't he?
Yeah. Again, Jared, so this stuff is just, it's disinteresting. It's not interesting. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Yeah.
I know what they're trying to do. I know they're trying to kind of make this... They're trying to have this kind of like buddy cop angle.
Yeah.
But that's actually its problem. That's one of its problems, is that they're leaning on that and failing to deliver on that.
I mean, if you're going to do buddy cop stuff, it's almost like you've got to have something. Some of the humour's got to work, and not a lot of it does in this.
No, none of it does. Actually, no,
okay,
no, but very little.
I was giving you
very little of it, Jared. Very
little of it does,
and especially when Sylvester gets involved.
yeah.
But so he kind of doesn't have. He hasn't got comedic chops.
No.
He's very serious.
Yep.
As a bloke and as an actor.
That's right.
So I appreciate that. I mean, I love Rocky. I think Rambo, some of the Rambos are all right.
Yeah, definitely. But it doesn't, the quips and stuff just...
They don't work well for him.
None of it works in here. They don't often work well for him, but none of it works in here.
Yeah, the only time it's worked for Sylvester in his entire career is Demolition Man. I think it actually works a little bit in Demolition Man.
Yeah,
the fish out of water stuff.
Well, that's
works
the
better.
part that works,
Yes.
right? Like it kind of takes his serious tone and uses that to make the laughs.
Yeah,
it's
so,
like it puts you in this position.
So it works in Demolition Man, but it doesn't really work here.
No. Which
kind of sucks, Jared, because you get Kurt Russell and Stallone together. You expect something decent.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yes, that's right.
Look at Kurt.
One glance.
He's a fucking man on the run. He's a man on the run, but he's still got time. He's still got time to make the lady swoon.
I mean, from what we know about Cash, she could smell him from there, and that's a turn off immediately.
Oh, no, mate. No. She still loves him. Still loves the bloke, even though he smells like fucking not having a shower for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Recently been in prison.
I mean, he's recently escaped from hell and just where he was hanging out with Bruce Lee and Popeye. He's...
Well, I can tell you this much. Seeing the state of the prison he was in, he would definitely have smelled like smoke.
Exactly.
Fucking, everyone's mattress and pillows have been dumped into the...
Yeah. By the time he got out, we're fucking burning bed frames. We're out of everything else.
Where did we get all the lighters from?
I don't know.
Fucking hell.
There's enough contraband. I'm guessing we can start a small fire, but that joint it was a fucking riot.
Yeah. Yet no one was out of their cells.
No, that's right.
Well, it was just a fucking riot. I mean, Tango Cash have never been so popular. Fucking hell. And you know what, Jared? When having a look at prison, You get very few. You get very few luxuries in prison. I'm not setting fire to my fucking tiny mattress.
No, that's right.
Just to make a point about Tango Cash.
Correct.
Being there.
Yeah, I'm not giving up my comfort. I can express that verbally.
Yeah. Sure, I'm telling you, I'm putting brown sugar in there,
yeah. You're a piece of shit, Tango. Now I'm going to bed. Well, I've still got one.
Yeah, that's right. I've had enough of this. It's fucking 9 o'clock.
Can you guys put that fucking fire out now?
Pipe down.
You're keeping me awake.
Oh dear, this is. You know what? This is Kurt Russell's lowest.
Kurt's had a couple of lows. Is this is it?
I think so. I think this is the lowest.
Yeah.
Out of Kurt's career.
Yep. We've got to accompany it with some saxophone. I mean, no amount of makeup can cover the stubble. It's...
Not only that, he's so convincing that the coppers are hitting on him.
Any chance of a three-way? Come on, mate. You're on duty. What's your badge number?
And then followed up with ducks on bucks, eh?
Oh,
hey,
my
Captain.
God.
I also felt that this stuff was unnecessary. Having a romance angle.
Yeah.
Because, Jared, I think that's what this movie's biggest issue is it's trying to cater to everything.
It's that 80s, 90s action movie, though, Adam. It's essential. Someone's got to see the lead and just melt immediately.
Oh, Kurt, you in a fucking dress is just exactly what I was looking for.
Yeah. As soon as she looks across the room, you hear the thump of the panties hitting the floor. As soon as she sees the bloke.
Yeah, exactly.
This is how we go.
Yeah, it's not like she goes, you're an escaped convict. Get the fuck out of my house. That's what I'd be saying.
That's right.
You're an escaped fucking convict. On your bike, mate. Tell your story walking. Oh, that's right. He thinks that's Tango's missus, doesn't he? I mean, I've got to be honest with you, Jared. You've met this woman for the first time tonight, and massages are in order. Like, what the fuck? What
Straight
the
away.
fuck is happening?
Of course. I mean, that's like the Naked Gun.
yeah. This is the kind of thing you'd see Frank Drebin fucking getting the shits about.
Yeah. Classic timing with a little ooh, That's slightly amusing. I get a little chuckle out of that.
Suddenly, Cash thinks, all right, I'm in now.
Yeah.
Like, everything's all right. So hang on. You thought, Jared, let me just take this back a couple of notches, okay? You thought that she was Tango's girlfriend But yet you thought it'd be all right. You know what? I could do with a fucking shirtless massage right about
I can
now.
do with a shirtless massage whilst she's dressed in nothing but
a kimono.
A kimono.
And then when she starts saying harder and shit, I didn't think anything of this.
Yeah.
That's better.
Just reminding us of his career low.
That's better though. Sylvester's seriousness works there.
Of course. So we have one thing that will clear out.
Yeah.
One thing that's easily destroyed or lost or...
But that doesn't even happen either.
Else.
Like, I know that they're trying to clear their name, but the way they end up going about it is just kind of lunacy. Like, they fucking don't. Like, their best option, let's just go down to fucking Perret's compound and blow the joint up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
Best
it.
way to prove innocence.
To kill a lot of people.
That's right.
Okay, manslaughter, 18 months in the country gone for sure, but what I mean is you're not back on the force yet.
No, that's right.
Which I believe means you can't shoot anyone without...
I'm sorry about my behaviour. Just tonight? What about the rest of it? You've been a scumbag my whole life.
I'm sorry about my behaviour. Fuck me. Can you apologise for your performance too? Because that would be helpful to me. And you're interested in my career. I wouldn't give a shit. Like, I would have no interest. All I'm interested in is how the fuck do I get out of here and clear my name? Right? Because I'm currently an escaped fugitive from justice. Right? No
Still
matter
able
what,
to dispense financial advice at the top of a hat.
yeah, well, yeah. And still able to walk through police lockups and shit and get weaponry and stuff.
Easily.
No problem. And then later on, I'm able to get a some sort of fucking tag, without questions being asked.
Yeah.
Who took the fucking tag?
Oh shit! I didn't see anyone take it. I didn't notice it was gone.
We gave it a Ray Tango, mate. He said he'd look after it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Look at it, just smitten by Cash.
Oh,
the guy, as
Cash.
soon as the guy talks.
Well, look. This is vintage Russell. Like, this is peak Russell. Like, in terms of his charisma, his charm, like, this is vintage peak Russell.
Yeah, you can sort of tell that if it's going to be a Russell movie in that vein by the size of his hair. You can kind of look and say, is it sort of bulbous and luminous? Then yeah, it's peak charismatic Russell.
But you said he still had this shit in fucking Fast and the Furious. Like, when he was like fucking
it's a little
70.
bit tame. It's a little bit tame. Yeah.
I mean, Jesus. Or maybe Russell has no vintage. He's just fucking, every time you see him,
Russell's like
he's
a can of Coke.
charismatic.
The recipe's been the same for for how long?
Yeah.
It was only new Coke it was just briefly new Coke.
Yeah.
But then we went back to the same recipe.
Yeah.
You know what you're getting.
That was when he was making like fucking Soldier and Captain Ron. That was when he became New Coke very briefly. No, what I mean is Russell is always like this, maybe.
Yeah.
He's always charming. He always plays charming. Oh, no.
Oh, Tango.
Tango, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the problem. This stuff.
Tango doesn't. Slide just doesn't have the ability to get a fucking giggle out of me.
He doesn't have the wherewithal to deliver when it's about humorous moments.
If I'm asking you about stocks and bonds, yep. You're equipped. If I'm asking you to get a laugh out of me, no.
You to successfully prove to me you've got PTSD from being in the war, Sly might be able to do that for me.
Yeah.
Not well in Rambo Last Blood, but in other sort of ways, Sly gets better mileage out of being serious.
Yeah, but if you ask me if you can be a relatable human being with a little bit of banter,
No.
can't help you.
Unrelatable.
Can't help you there. Sylvester.
Yeah,
fucking hell. I mean, I'm almost begging for him to get behind the camera and fucking kick someone off the set.
No. I want to know which parts of this he sort of ghost directed.
Yeah. Yeah, it would be interesting. We need a Tango and Cash, like a real solid 4K package with just dripping with extras.
No, we don't.
Commentaries.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
What we
Adam.
need.
The commentaries and the extras would be fucking awesome. Hearing, like, talk to Magnoli and all these guys.
Yeah, agreed. I think it would be interesting to hear from all the people involved, the directors involved, and the editor.
All four.
I think Peter McDonald's dead.
do it. Konchalovsky's still alive.
Is he?
I think so.
I think Peter McDonald's dead.
Yeah, quite possible.
Look at that for a gag. Let me drop a fucking dud grenade in your pants. Talk about humour. I got some laughs out of that. Here we go.
Good job.
This is bullshit here. This is the definition of bullshit. Like, come on, have a fucking gander at this.
That is also John Peters.
Double armoured, bulletproof glazed, 120mm cannon. Fuck off. No. Yeah, this is where they sort of they drip in a little bit of James Bond. Isn't that right? They're jumping to the James Bond sort of stuff for reasons I can't understand. Like, I'm not sure why they wanted to go down that route.
It didn't belong in this particular
yeah
setup.
Ultra booster. It's nitrous oxide. Oh, what are we talking about, guys? What are we talking about? And this guy we've seen around the traps, haven't we? That actor, I don't know who he is, but...
Yeah. Let's check in on that one.
Let's check in on it, yeah. Is it Michael J. Pollard? Maybe it's him.
Yes. So back to your point, they still haven't cleared their names.
No,
correct?
they have not cleared their names. They have not cleared their names. They have not.
Still going rogue.
They have no, powers, policing powers.
No.
Because clearly that would have been taken away from them when they were jailed for manslaughter 18 months. Like 18 months for murder. but they have no powers for that. I mean, I get it. These movies aren't supposed to make sense in that sort of context.
Of course. No.
They're not supposed to, but...
I fully expect them to go in and do this having not cleared their name. That's standard stuff. But how do they do it? I can't remember how they actually clear their name. Do they use that tape?
It never gets to it. They blow this fucking
They blow
place
this joint up and that's the end of it.
That's the end of it.
That's the problem.
And all we get is those two high-fiving and then we
shouldn't that be tied together somehow?
Maybe it's...
I mean, we talk about
I haven't seen
Lockup.
this movie in ages.
We talk about Lockup, which we laugh at, but the whole thing of Sly's escape is tied into how is he going to clear his name.
Correct.
And the finale achieves both of those things.
And it achieves it. In Lockup, it achieves it by forcing Donald Sutherland to admit that he fucked him over.
Correct.
So, that's fine. This doesn't have that.
No.
Because, again, I think that what they might have been relying on, and this is, I'm talking about Johnny Peters.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I'm talking about Johnny Peters. Is relying on just action.
Look at the camera setup on the side, too. Is that a camera?
No, it's a
that's
gun.
A gun, sorry. Shit.
Do you know what I mean? Like, what I...
Stuff is hilarious. It's fucking hilarious.
What I think they were trying to do, Jared, was just rely on the action. You've got two big name actors. You could just fuck me.
Yeah, of course. But even, a solid action movie will still do those things.
Yeah.
It will still resolve a plot, Adam.
But what I mean is when they got to the point where they had fucking half a dozen directors and they were all over the shop, it's pretty clear this is why they bring in Stuart Baird, right? They bring in Stuart Baird because they've got all this shit and they don't know how best to put it together.
Yeah,
so he puts it together to be somewhat, makes some sense.
We always talk like you're stretching believability. We always do that. But is the believability here, and we could be wrong, I just can't recall how they do it, but is the believability here that we blow up Eves Perret and then whoever's looking after Tango and Cash's case just goes, oh, fuck, all right, let's just leave them out.
Case
let's
closed.
not come back to their sentence that they still need to serve.
Yeah. Well, at least we should... what it should do is come back and have them being exonerated.
Yes. It has to do
in
that.
court.
It has to, surely. We've just forgotten about it.
That's right. It ends with like a newspaper.
Yeah.
And it pretty much says Tango and Cash.
Oh, yeah. We found a tape that said Tango and Cash didn't do it. They should have played the tape. Tango and Cash are innocent. Oh, case closed. Oh, my God.
No, that sort of shit. Like, fucking hell, we've been using that joke a million times too over the years. Stevie Wonder joke when it comes to driving.
Well, see, that sort of stuff is pointless. We cut back to Sylvester just to yell out, we're in a goddamn maze. Like, cut that shit out.
Yeah. But again, it was late 80s, Jared. So we're trying to...
we'll just put him on screen saying any old fucking thing.
No, what we're going to do is we're going to... it's got to be full of quips. No matter what they are.
But that's not even a quip. We're in a goddamn maze.
But it's like we have to have these guys on screen because that's... I don't know what we're paying for to get the ticket.
Fucking at least give me my money's worth. Actually put a bit of effort into
But
what they're
Jared, you
saying.
probably could have cut those bits out. I mean, they're only fucking little minor pieces while the car's going around getting shot at.
Yeah.
Just cut all that crap out.
Like that.
For
Gone.
fuck's
Struck.
sake. Look,
But then,
it's
unfortunately,
fucking-
I come in with that cut, and Sylvester goes, "You're
No,
fired."
yeah. You know what though? It looks like we've got crusty demons of dirt going on in this fucking car.
Yeah, exactly.
We're in a crusty demons fucking gig.
yeah. We've crossed. It's the fucking crossover, Krusty Demons with the fucking monster trucks, monster truck mashup.
Excuse me, everyone.
You right
Jesus
there?
Christ, I'm fucking struggling.
Oh, fucking
Fuck
hell.
off.
You were coming good, and then you watched Tango Cash, and you fucking
Yeah.
you've hit the skids again.
As soon as I started talking about these fucking bozos, I got sicker.
That stupid fucking magnifying
Yeah.
glass. Like, get rid of it.
And get him off the screen. Like,
Yeah.
so is he monitoring the vehicle?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, they're watching, they're
and
chatting to him.
They're
while
using that whole joke of like, nothing's wrong with the car, it's perfectly
we're
fine.
Whilst it's, being crushed between two.
Into a ball.
Yeah. Again, classic comedy setup, that one.
Okay, so now, we're out of the truck. The car's fucked. Look at it, squashed in half.
yeah, but Owen will be all right with that. He's okay.
Oh, it's only a prototype, I believe. Don't worry about it. It's been tested. It's now been tested in the field, and it sucks.
Yeah.
It's ruined.
Yeah, and I'm sure once whoever's in charge of Owen's department comes in and looks at it and goes, "What the fuck is this?" I was asked you to make some minor improvements to our police vehicles.
Who gave this shit to fucking Ray Tango?
Exactly.
Like, did you give this to Tango? Yes, we did. Fucking what moron?
Perret's got to be in there. Well, fuck. How
So
could you
hang
tell?
on a second. So they bust into the place. What? There's a fucking crusty demons gig at the front.
Yeah, you've got to get through a fucking MotoGP fucking track before you. Sorry, not a MotoGP, a dirt bike track
Before
you
we
actually
even get to Perret's place.
Got to drop a couple of tabletops.
Look at
and
this. Fucking hell. Whole place is wrecked behind them.
yeah. Where's the 400 people with? What's the point of having an army? If
Well, it's
you
night
don't
time,
have
Jared. It's night time. They work 8 to 4.
Adam, a place like this is on shift.
No,
24
they work
hours.
8 to 4.
We are on shift.
They are 8 to 4.
Out of the 400 odd crew, at least
But why are we
150 are
shifting?
overnight.
So what are we shifting late at night?
Well, we've got to protect our copious amounts of drugs that are under attack
Well, it seems
constantly.
it seems more like we're...
From police, from competition. It's irresponsible to leave your drugs unprotected for fucking 8 hours a day.
I think we might be protecting the guns that we have there.
Yeah. They also had they're all labelled from the Army and the Marines. All the boxes are labelled from the US Army. So this goes deep, Adam.
Yeah.
Not that we're ever going to find
We
out
never
about
find out about it. We never hear anything about where the fuck these guns came from.
Yeah, the next headline should be Tango and Cash break out of prison and then go and kill a fucking army unit that were doing legitimate work.
Yeah.
For Colonel Yves Perret.
We're ready.
See, the one thing they got right is the back and forth between these two and the little, sorry, they didn't get the back and forth right, but the idea that they constantly go at each other, and even when there's a little moment of, oh yeah, I owe you one, or you saved me, or whatever, it doesn't fucking, it bubbles up. It continues to bubble.
But again, Jared, it's actually a product, though, of point scoring.
Yeah.
These guys are fucking legitimately these freaks are point scoring during the fucking filming of this
They're
movie.
on the rock diesel kind of points system.
But then why is Catherine involved? Do you know what I mean? She's there.
Well, because Tango has nothing else in life to worry about. She's the only family member, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but what's the point of that?
Ah, there we go. We just waste Waste a decent actor in that.
Yeah, in that role. These guys are fucking hopeless. like these guys are fucking hopeless. They said, "Let him come, Perret. We've got it covered."
Yeah, we got it. Oh shit!
You?
No, we don't.
You
Sorry,
both got killed in like seconds.
we overestimated our capacity to deal with this one, Eves. You might have to get in on this after all.
Yeah. See, the problem with the Catherine side of things is, you remember they're coming to him.
We missed the part where they busted into the office and went to shoot someone who put their hands up and said, "I'm just here. I just direct the business calls. I'm just a camera guy."
Yeah. My name is Andrei Konchalovsky, and I am here to direct fucking business calls only.
I was recently dismissed from a big budget production for unknown reasons. And I had to take what I could get.
Exactly. For unknown reasons. I still have not been provided any fucking feedback as to why I was arsehole. I mean, could you imagine the call? In fact, fucking, it wouldn't have even been a call, Jared. It would have just been told, "Don't come on Monday, Andre." Yeah. Like, you Sylvester Stonchalovsky said he'd take over from me.
Yeah, he's got it pretty.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Thank you, fucking John Travolta from The Fan. Or what was it? No, the fucking, what was it called? Fanatic?
The Fanatic. Oh, my God. You know the funny part? The funny part is that Brion James has a passing resemblance to Graham Gooch. It's like he's putting on a bad Graham Gooch.
So you caught some footage of fucking Gooch on telly.
Shit.
And look, I like the fact that, Russell really gets whooped a little bit by
Graham Gooch.
That is
Gooch pulls out the bat and paddles him to the boundary.
That's my favourite shot in the entire movie. We just missed it. The guy who's fighting Stallone, they just have a sweet cut of him going, "Yeah!"
As always.
He's airborne. I don't mind these two fighting. I don't see
a grenade down the pants is a pretty good way to go.
Yeah, I like that, but then it's followed by Fubar big time, which is not fucking good at all.
Hell.
Fucking hated
Cut
it.
that.
It's not about having won or lost, but how you play the game, Jared.
So we led to believe, because we did read in the trivia that Jack Palance didn't actually meet Sylvester Stallone on the set, so this was shot separately. We did the mirrors, and then we got fucking Russell and...
How do they work out it's him?
Oh, I missed it. I was too busy fucking talking.
I think it's the ring or something. Righto. Like, I didn't quite understand how they came to that.
Yeah.
But I didn't see the monogram back to front or anything. But, okay, that's fair enough.
Well, look, the idea that they both picked it up a different way kind of fits with, okay.
Yeah, different
We're
cops.
different methods, but we're both pretty good.
Well, Yeah.
You still question whether they're good.
We're also expecting to be
not cops. We're still fucking criminals on the run. We're still fugitives of justice.
Yeah, we're still fugitives from justice. I mean, look at this explosion.
Oh my!
Sylvester, stop.
Who wrote that?
You. Sylvester did.
Yeah, Sylvester said. They say, "Who wrote that?" And he goes, "Stonjalovsky." Oh, Andre's to blame for this.
Yeah.
You could say that.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that. Yeah, I think the paper says that they were acquitted. Doesn't say how, Jared.
Shit.
But they were acquitted, Jared. Like, so fucking, these guys are allowed to kill 40 people, blow a place up, destroy police equipment. You know. Oh, look at it, smiles all round, and then it's the head, the high five. Here it is, yeah. Heroes again. Tango Cash back on the force. And listen to this song, Jared. Bad English. Best of what I got, which I think,
Gem.
when you look at this, is not much. There's not much of your best. Peter McDonald was the exec producer. So that's probably how they sort of shoehorned his directorial efforts in there.
Yeah.
And did it not, I just saw the director of photography's name, but I believe in the trivia that we had, it said that Stallone had fired Barry Sonnenfeld.
Yes. Yes. It did, actually.
Well, the music's by Harold Faltermeyer. Okay, Jared, let's look. Now that we've rewatched that and just run straight through it, where does it sit? You're giving it a score out of 5. Where does it sit?
I can't even remember what I gave it when we were talking about it last time. Look, it's probably still like a 3, just for well, it's ridiculous, but it's still kind of the stuff that's stupid is
it's still kind of
funny. It doesn't work because it's like well done. It works because it's so fucking ridiculous at points. Like Jack Palance in that early scene in the fucking boardroom where he's grabbing rats and talking about quick and easy like your toilet or whatever he's talking about. Like it makes you laugh. So it may not be a 3 for quality purposes, but entertainment is still kind of there. Same goes for Brion James, who, yeah, he can play the heavy reasonably well, but then you kind of, I can't help but laugh when he's bunging on the accent and stuff like that. So, look, I'll probably still get maybe a 2.5 to 3.
I'm going to go with a 2.5. I agree with you. There's a little bit of fun to be had. It's not a good movie, but it's kind of, there's some entertainment there, which I think, you know, gets you most of the way through it. And I've got a lot of time for Kurt Russell. And I think he's kind of good here.
Mm.
Now, let me just check something quickly.
It's sort of like if you're going down this path, you're looking for an action movie, you get something that in a lot of aspects is a little bit of a stinker, but you can still have a laugh at them.
Have a bit of fun with it, yeah.
And you get a pinch of the action sequences that work.
Okay.
You get a bit of fun out of it.
Yes. The budget for this film was $55 million. Box office, 63. So this is kind of where we saw opening weekend was 6 million in 1989, which was probably not that bad. But you were sort of seeing the decline of Sylvester, you know, being a huge box office draw. That was when it started to come downhill, right?
Yep.
And I mean, Kurt had always been he'd never been a huge box office draw, but he'd always been in sort of good films that made some money. So it was probably, you had to sort of hang it on Sylvester a little bit.
Mm.
So let's have a quick look here. its opening weekend of 6 million, this is what it was up against. Let's have a bit of a look. So it was open on the Christmas long weekend. Oh, it was only up. This is a short weekend, but it talks about Back to the Future 2 and Parenthood. So its full weekend was. Doesn't look like it's offering the actual details of who was, which movies were up against it. But it just didn't make the money I suggest they were hoping it would. Would that be fair? You got Kurt Russell, you got Sylvester Stallone. You expect big money. So,
yeah,
I feel like this was the end of that.
Yeah, reality was starting to set in for Sylvester.
Took a while for it to actually set all the way in, I think.
20 plus
20
years.
plus
Still
years.
hasn't got all the way in.
Yeah, it's not all there. It's fucking hell. But that was Tango Cash, minute by minute. Big thank you to Ray, who's been keen to hear this one. So we knocked it out. It was good to catch it again. It's always nice to see Tango and Cash, strangely enough. But look, everybody, keep an eye on our Facebook page to see what we cover for the next episode. But until then, take it easy, everyone, and we'll catch you later. Cheers.
Find the podcast at Podomatic or on iTunes. Don't forget to rate and review. Like us on Facebook at Thrill Me Podcast Australia, or contact us at thrillme, all one word, all lowercase, at iinet.net.au.